Hi guys, welcome back to yet another video. My name is Martin. I'm filming this in my storage unit today being Friday. Now yesterday I had some wisdom teeth out and today has been interesting. I've been in a lot of pain, but I've also been taking this medication which gives me hiccups. But I found that if I talk enough and talk quickly enough, the hiccups just go away. So what I do on this channel, let's get back to comic books. What I do on this channel is I show off 4 books that I've selected from random and I end on a key issue. Here they are here, and as you can see, the first issue it's Wolverine issue 69. This is the Aussie price variant. I don't know if I've shown this on the channel before or not, but I think I may have. But this was the very first issue of Wolverine that I ever bought. And I saw him just this pose and with the claws out, and I thought, wow, this is action packed. He's leaping off the page. This is the kind of artwork that I love, where you don't really know what to expect. I didn't know who this guy was in the background, but for the uninitiated, it's Sauron. He's not a mutant, but he fights the mutants. He's part of the X-Men lore, but he's a scientist who can mutate himself into a pterodactyl. My personal favorite dinosaur is the pterodactyl. Yeah, I was enamored by this. I bought this and I was just instantly floored. Now, the next issue I have for you is The Punisher, issue 3. This is by Garth Ennis and Steve Dillon and Jimmy Palmiotti with a Tim Bradstreet cover. I I was familiar with the Punisher, very much so. I read his exploits as a teenager, and then when the series ended, I was like, oh, okay, yeah, no more Punisher. But then Garth Ennis brought him back with the Welcome Back Frank storyline, and I think this might be part of the Welcome Back Frank storyline. I can't remember. I was looking through all the Punishers, and I saw this cover. I thought this looks like a really striking cover. I wanted to show it off, so I just pulled it out. But yeah, the Welcome Back Frank storyline really brought Frank back to the Marvel Universe in a gory way, in a particularly fun way, like a very gallows humor type way. And yeah, I just ran with this. This was fantastic for me. I think I got every single issue of this volume, and then the subsequent volumes. Yeah, but there we go. Now, the next one is, what issue is this? Issue 1. It's issue 1 of Secret Avengers. No, shh, it's a secret. Now, this was written by Nick Spencer with Luke Ross on art duties. Now, I remember when Luke Ross was doing what was it, Spectacular Spider-Man. He was the just after, it was just after the Clone Saga, and they were wanting to go with like a fun, kind of cartoony aspect for Peter. And yeah, Luke Ross was on art duty. So when I saw this, I thought, yeah, I'm going to pick it up. But I wasn't able to get the first issue. I had to get it from my comic shop. And yeah, this cover was pretty striking. I did enjoy it. I got a whole lot of this, but I also got the second volume of Secret Avengers, which was written by Alice Cott. Alice Cott, I think his surname was, and it was not to my liking. It was a long, drawn out storyline where they were they were going to a space station, so they had to go from Earth all the way to the space station. And by the end of the issue, they weren't even there. And so I wrote a letter saying, come on, like, if it's the first issue, at least get to where you want to go and tell the story that you want to tell. And I got back a very snide comment from Alice, and I thought, yeah, I'm done. I'm not going to read that crap. If a writer writes back and just criticizes me for writing a letter and saying, I was hoping the story would go this way. I mean, and look, there was nothing mean in which I said in my letter, but yeah, just to get the response back that I did, I was like, I'm not going to read that. But anyway, the series only went for like, I think 7 issues, and then it was done. But what was also annoying at that time was that Marvel wasn't producing the letter pages. You had to go online to marvel.com to see if your letter was printed. It was so annoying because when I write a letter, I want to see it in print. And I have recently written some letters to Marvel, and I think to Mad Cave and Image, and a few others. And I'm hoping to see if I actually get my letter printed, but we will see. Now, the key issue for this video, if you're a fan of the channel, you know that I like my final issues. And this is the final issue of Batman Adventures. It's issue 36, and it's from October of 1996. And Batman's looking a little bit frazzled here. Yeah, we've got the covers. Yeah, you've got, as you can see, if you can see here, we've got issue 12, the famous issue 12 right there. And yeah, it looks like I got this from the comic shop for $7, and that's not bad in my book, especially if it's a final issue. And yeah, that is the key issue for the video. Please let me, I'll start that again. Please let me know what you think about these comic books, about my channel. Put them down in the comments below. Please like and subscribe if you wish to. I'd really appreciate it. Thanks as always for sticking with me, and I'll catch you in the next one.